Hey everyone, and welcome to a new daily market outlook for the 27th already of April. We're going to be diving into the market to see what is going on with the dollar index and the major dollar pairs. So let's dive in and see what is going on. Starting off with the dollar index currently on the monthly time frame. So if we look at the monthly time frame, we can clearly see that we have kind of this range area of supply located over here, which pretty much caused price in the previous history to also see a further dump downwards. At the moment, what I'm expecting is for this high and ultimately this high as well to get taken out, and for us to kind of pretty much grab liquidity above this trend line, because at the moment a lot of traders are looking at this descending trend line over here and at this kind of third trend line touch. So we could see a rejection on the lower time frame. However, I do anticipate or expect that we will take out this high, as this high got filled to get taken out by this high, which means there's a lot of liquidity above that high, and I therefore think that we could see a further push up on the dollar index. Looking at the daily then as well, what we can see over there, still inside of an area of supply, still not really any slowdown. So looking at the 4 hour as well, still just bullish. It's just pretty much like you don't want to be calling a falling knife right when price is falling downwards, but you also don't want to be calling a rocket to a halt, I guess. But yeah, at the moment there's just not much to be said about this price action. If we just quickly go to our left, we can see that we filled up that gap which I mentioned in yesterday's video as well. So yeah, pretty much just waiting and waiting. There's not much to be said, just keeping an eye out on the daily and on the weekly, and the weekly pretty much also says the same as the monthly, right? That we have that area of range supply located over here, and we have liquidity above this pretty much descending trend line. So I do think we could potentially see a further pop up. So yeah, that's the dollar index. Let's head over to Aussie dollar. So yeah, looking at Aussie dollar on the daily time frame, still bullish of course, and we still have pretty much some way to go in towards this lower area of daily demand. So I'll just be waiting for Aussie dollar to hit that area of demand. Looking at the 4 hour at the moment, still not much to be said, still bearish. If we want to see a further reversal up in towards the highs, we'll need to break this high over here. Looking at the 15 minute, I mentioned of course that we could see some further upside yesterday. Well, we did see some further upside from this area of demand, but yeah, we failed to break above this high, and now we've closed below this low, meaning that we're once again just pretty much bearish. So at the moment I am expecting Aussie dollar to still keep on falling further downwards, currently reacting to this area of supply over here, which is a very nice area of supply, because if we for instance do the premium versus discount tool, take the highest high down towards the lowest low, you can see, okay, well, it's in the premium pricing zone, so it is at good sell value. We have a nice area of 50-minute supply, and of course the 4 hour is still bearish, so it's ultimately pretty much a good short. But yeah, for the rest, not much to be said. Just going to be waiting for that area of daily demand to get hit. I will be looking for longs though if on the 50-minute we do see once again a break of structure above that high. Otherwise, just keep on anticipating on the fact that Aussie dollar will be falling downwards. So with that said, euro dollar and euro dollar. So euro dollar, and I'm not really going to analyze the daily of the 4 hour anymore because there's just no use in doing that. Looking at this monthly time frame, what we can see at the moment is pretty much a monthly that is bearish. If you look at it from this high all the way down towards this low, we can of course say this is just all a pullback. If we focus on internal price action, what we can then see is that we pretty much broke this high. This becomes your swing low, this becomes your swing high, this becomes your swing low, this becomes your swing high. But this is a different kind of high. Why is that? Well, because this low failed to break this high, meaning that this is now a weak low. But this is also a weak high because it failed to break below this low. So yeah, euro dollar has pretty much been stuck in this kind of ascending correction. But now what we're kind of seeing is that this weak low, which failed to break this weak high, is now breaking first. So this low is getting broken, this high failed to break. So we first tried to take out this high, but now that we failed to do so, we're trying to break this low, and it pretty much seems like we are going to break it. So looking at this monthly time frame, it does seem as if your dollar wants to hit an all-time low. So yeah, if you have a lot of euros, you still have time to switch it to dollars. But yeah, with that said, let's head over to pound dollar. So yeah, pound dollar also very, very ugly at the moment. just falling and falling and falling. I won't be doing anything with this at the moment in time. We do have an area of demand located over here, but probably not even going to react to that. So I'll just be waiting until we kind of see some support forming in any given way. I'll just be keeping my eye out for these kind of pretty much imbalances. So we have some demand located over here in this sell before the big buy, this sell before the big buy. We also have, let me see, this sell before the big buy, of course. So these are pretty much the main zones that I'm going to be keeping an eye out on. If I just turn off this indicator, then you have the levels over here on the right. So just keep an eye out for pretty much these areas of daily demand, and then wait for the 4 hour pretty much to shift character, because then you can start looking for that pullback, because this is a lot of overextended price action and we will see pullback in the near future, but just wait and be patient on the 4 hour. So yeah, wait for the 4 hours to kind of give a sign. So yeah, with that said, let's head over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, so Kiwi dollar is currently reacting to this area of demand, currently waiting for us to break this high. Once that high gets broken, I will be looking for longs. For the rest, just a waiting game. Then gold. So yeah, gold is dumping down lower, pretty much as expected, still waiting for those areas of daily demand to get hit. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in once again. I really appreciate all the love on this channel. A very boring market for the past month, I would say, but it is what it is. Just be patient and the opportunities will come. So yeah, thanks so much for your support. Do not forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Thanks, guys.